Okay, so I have zero idea if I am live. Well, actually, no, I say that every time, but no. I can see that it's live in the top right corner. What I'm concerned about is my sound, because currently the stream is muted. Well, for me anyway. So I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but I sincerely hope it isn't. It's just when I would unmute my stream, weird things would happen. Like parts of me talking would just loop over and over, which wasn't intended, so not great, but I'm hoping it works because this is my first time using the face cam. And you never know, I might use it again in the future. I did talk about once wanting to stream on Twitch, but I think I might scrap that idea. Mainly just because I don't know. I don't trust Twitch personally. Might try it on YouTube though. Well, of course I am. I'm doing it right now. But you get the point. I think I've actually figured out how to get some gameplay videos as well, because I experimented with OBS like last night, and well, I can indeed screen record. So yeah, expect gameplay videos of whatever I can think of at some point. Don't know when, but at some point. Hey, what's up, Plushman Studios? I was gonna say, can you hear me? Because I'm not sure I can hear myself right now. Because, yeah. I think the stream is a little bit delayed for me. That could just be how YouTube is, I'm not sure, but yeah. I'm just curious. I don't really have a lot else to say. Maybe it's something with the settings. I can get the quality to 720p. I don't know if that would fix anything, but... Oh, you can hear? Oh, that's great. Now, here's another question. Is my camera footage delayed for you? Or is it just a me thing? Because currently the footage I'm looking at does not match up with what I'm currently speaking about, I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell because I got the footage on mute, but yeah, I'm just curious. Does it look different to you guys compared to what I'm looking at? Because I don't know how streaming with a face cam works. Does it, like, display the last 5 seconds constantly of what you say, or... I honestly couldn't tell you. I am not a streaming professional, by any means. Either way, oh, it's not too delayed? Okay, that's good. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, it is a special occasion today. I mean, look, I'm wearing the Bubbles hat and my Angry Birds dressing gown. This is the life, I tell you. I will say this, I am going to see the Mario Galaxy movie later today, so I'm excited about that. I've heard the critics are all bashing it because, well, let's be honest, critics don't know how to have fun. If I had to say why they don't like this movie, it's probably just because, well, I don't know. There's something about critics. They always want a movie to have some kind of political message, and when it doesn't, they get extremely upset. But the whole point of people going to watch movies is because they are trying to escape from reality, not being reminded of it. So, it's just kind of pointless to me. But yeah, I will definitely enjoy the Mario Galaxy movie. Hello, Shiny Image Studios. I am doing alright, thank you very much. I actually found the Bubbles beanie online for $18. Oh, Well, you can get one yourself. We can be twinning, as they say. I don't know if anyone else on this planet has this hat. I mean, they probably do, but they just don't show it. I'm probably one of the only people like in the world that's ever like publicly streamed with wearing this, so I guess that's an achievement. I don't know. Also, I hope you can see like the cabinet of Angry Birds plushes back there. If I just point, I mean, you can probably see, but I'm just pointing to Mighty Eagle anyway, because, well, there was no way I was going to fit him in that cabinet with the rest of them, so I just put him right at the top with Scribble. Isn't that cool? Oh, and speaking of plushes, I am going to be making more of them very soon. Well, I say I, but it's really my mum. I give all the credit to her. But yeah, we, I guess, are going to be making Drillbird next, and potentially King Pig's UFO. Why did I say it like it was two different words? I don't know. But yeah, considering how I thought making the UFO out of cardboard might be a bit of a challenge, I just suggested to make it out of like fabric, so that way it's a little easier. Yippee indeed, Shiny Image Studios. So, anyway. Yeah, now what? Because I have no idea. I just don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Also, if you're wondering, it is actually daytime outside. I just shut all the blinds in my room so that, well, so that my camera looks bright enough, all the footage coming from it, because if I had all the blinds open and that light wasn't on, you wouldn't be able to see me. I'm gonna be honest, you just wouldn't be able to see me. Because I keep my desk at like a corner of my room, obviously there's gonna be a lot of shadows, so yeah, it's a little hard to see me through all of that, so that's why I've taken these very drastic measures. Hello, Police Darling, how you doing? What video games do you like besides Angry Birds? Well, I play Roblox. Speaking of, I was thinking of making a Roblox video in a few days. Or maybe not a few days. Whenever I feel like it, really. But it wouldn't necessarily be me playing, you know. Considering I know how to screen record now, I've got an idea. You see, I want to do what is called roleplay videos. Basically, I'll just pretend to be King Pig from Angry Birds playing a Roblox game. Trust me, I will make it look convincing. I know how to make good edits. Anyway. Well, yeah, apart from Angry Birds, I play Roblox, Fortnite occasionally, Among Us, whenever I feel like it. Yeah, Among Us is a bit more of a rare opportunity, because I kind of just wait for, like, loads of friends to play it. Or just a bunch of random people, if I'm feeling extra brave. But yeah, honestly, wait, no. There's 2 more games. I was about to say that was it, but no. I've got more interests. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Those are my last 2 games I kind of just play the most. That's it, really. I'll say that's it, really, but that's still quite a big, library of games I play. Oh, well, I guess and Pokemon Unite too, but yeah, that's probably the rarest of occasions. I only got back into it recently because I was just bored and I had nothing else to do. Plus, I saw all my friends playing it and I was like, you know what, fine. I'm going to log back into the game after a year of being absent and see how it's changed. And, well, it hasn't changed that much, but, it's still the same microtransaction hungry game it's always been, so yeah. I mean, I may have bought a few things on the game in the past, but I'd say it was worth it. I mean, come on. You've got Cramorant with a cowboy outfit. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want that? I'm very into this game called Gorn. I've played a couple of videos of me playing it. I think I've seen that on your channel, actually. What's your favourite game then, Angry Birds? Oh, other than Angry Birds. That's actually kind of hard to think about. I think it would have to be Roblox. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a Roblox hater, but I've come around. I mean, I obviously don't agree with the shady stuff the company itself are doing to the game, but the game itself has basically infinite potential. Like, one of my favorite games to play recently is this FNAF fan game called Bite by Night. I might actually try and stream it in the future if I can. That'd be awesome. Maybe I could play it with a few of my friends that do. I know a few of the members of Angry Birds Fan and Chaos play it, so, you know, we could do a collaborative stream if you guys would be down to see that. I don't know why I never played Roblox for so long. I think it's because I swear I used to when I was younger, on like my Amazon Kindle tablet, but then I guess it all just went downhill because the game just didn't work on that kind of device. Roblox is just one of those games that's supposed to be played with a keyboard and mouse. So I stick to my word. I only play it on my laptop now. Or I try to. Because playing it on my phone isn't exactly ideal. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just idling. I'm just doing NPC animations. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hold on. Gotta go eat breakfast. See ya. See ya, Shiny Image Studios. I was gonna say, normally, with my Angry Birds armor, I have sunglasses on. However, I didn't choose to wear them today, mainly because, you know, when I wear these, I can't see crap. I'm gonna be honest, there's a reason I have, you know, regular glasses, and that's because, well, without them I can't see crap, and obviously, if I replace my glasses with sunglasses, which are extra dark, I'm just not gonna be able to see crap big time, so, yeah. I really only wear the sunglasses in photos, and nowhere else. Because without my regular glasses, I'm just not going to be able to do anything. Thoughts on PvZ? I don't really have much of an opinion on PvZ. I'm going to be honest, I haven't really played it. Well, I say I haven't really played it, but I've played, like, what's that one, God damn it, what was it? Garden Warfare? I think I've played that a few times on my dad's Xbox, but apart from that, I don't really have much else to talk about it, you know? I know it was basically like the Angry Birds competitor back in the day, but I never played it, so I can't really form an opinion. All I know is that it's taken quite a downfall, just like Angry Birds. So I guess that's just what happens to mobile games from the early 2010s. Or late 2000s. Me neither. Do you mean like you never played PvZ or... Just, yeah, you probably never played PvZ, but you know, I'm not judging. I haven't either. I don't know, I just never got into it. I was always an Angry Birds fan from day one. Never played any other mobile games. Maybe except from Jetpack Joyride. That's still a legendary game. And surprisingly hasn't been taken down or ruined by microtransactions. So there you go. That's one mobile game to keep a track of, or keep downloaded on your phone, because I would definitely say it's worth it. Plus the theme song is just, oh god, it slaps. It's actually mind-blowing how good like the music is for that game, despite being, well, a mobile game, but we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Come on. We're better than that. That's a good point, actually. How far did I ever get on Jetpack Joyride? What was my high score? I can't remember. What's the best Angry Birds character? What, you mean like my favorite? Well, I'm gonna be real. I figure it was pretty obvious. I mean, just look at my hat. But yeah, there's your answer. Bubbles is my favorite Angry Birds character. I mean, again, why else do you think I would base my OC off of him? I mean, look, he's right up there. So yeah, Bubbles is just the GOAT, in my opinion. In my humblest opinion. Also, if you're wondering why I hold my microphone all the time, it's mainly because I can't really... Well, I struggle with clipping it to myself, so... Yeah, it's a little annoying, but I manage. I manage, don't you worry. So now that I think about it, I'm just thinking, would you guys want to, like, play games with me live on stream? Just asking. Would that be a possibility? Well, not a possibility. I mean, it is a possibility, but you know what I'm trying to say. Would you guys want that or not? Because I low-key get kind of bored just sitting here and staring at the stream trying to think of conversation topics when, you know, I could easily just be playing a game, you know? It could happen. I just have to figure out how to get it to work. And I'm pretty sure I know. So, I'd be down to do it. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean... That's an answer. I'll take it. You know what? Let me try experimenting, actually. Hold on a sec. I don't know if you guys can see my OBS right now on stream, but I'm just tinkering with it. I'm going to try and see if I can do something with it. Well, actually, no. Maybe that's not a good idea. I'll try that another time. Because, yeah, doing that might cause the stream to break. I would, but I only have an Xbox, no mic, no Game Pass, absolutely nothing. Well, it's not absolutely nothing. You have an Xbox, that's a pretty blooming good start. Even if you don't have a mic, that's fine. What games do you play on the Xbox? I know you can get Roblox on the Xbox, so I don't know. Maybe you could join me on that? That's probably going to be like my primary game that I play, because I do have Minecraft on my laptop, but that was from a Game Pass subscription that I don't have anymore, and it will take a lot of money to get Minecraft as a whole. So, yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but oh well, at least I have it for whenever I can purchase it. So yeah, in other words, you guys are more than free to join me on Roblox, but I don't know about any other games. I know I said I play Fortnite, but that's only on my Nintendo Switch. Now, you might be wondering, why the Nintendo Switch? That is the worst platform to play it on. Well, arguably, my laptop is worse. So yeah, I just play better on controller than I do keyboard and mouse, so yeah, there's your answer. Remember Yokai Watch? Not really. Greetings, Flare the Bluebird. I mainly play Minecraft, Wobbly Life, and Roblox. Hey, there you go. See, look, there we go. Someone can join me on Roblox. I'm sure many others can too. In fact, there's a few people in this chat that I've already played Roblox with, I think. So yeah, there you go. I would say we could play some games now, but I don't want to risk the stream blowing up with me trying to figure out how to do it. So yeah, let's just keep it like this for now. Maybe I'll do a gaming stream next week, if I can figure out how to get it working. Which I'm sure I will. I am a decently intelligent human being. As far as I know. Dang, I just realized I'm gonna have to sit here for nearly an hour trying to entertain you guys. Would that even work? Like, I'm just a guy in a silly Angry Birds outfit just talking about whatever, you know?
What am I doing here?
I'm fine. I'm not having an existential crisis. Hopefully. Definitely not. You know, I just don't get enough interaction with people during the day. I have an extremely embarrassing Roblox username because my brother made it. Oh gosh. Never let your siblings take over your gaming accounts. Never. Now, I can't say it's happened to me, but I know that, well, it does happen, so just, you know, make your own decisions. That would be ideal. Now what? I swear I can act just like a robot sometimes. I actually do a pretty good impression of one too. Let me try and become an automated system. Thank you for shopping at Tesco. How was that? I've heard that so many times in my life, it's like impossible to get out of my brain. I have just heard it like an unlimited amount of times. Mainly because Tesco is everywhere in the UK. It's like the UK equivalent of Walmart in America. Speaking of, hold on a second, I have an idea. This Han Solo, right here, was actually from Tesco. Because in 2015, they held an Angry Birds Star Wars promotion. And it was something about, you know, buy a certain amount of things or spend a certain amount of money and you would win a plush. However, that didn't happen at my Tesco. They were just selling them, like just there on the shelves, so I got Han Solo. So yeah, this is technically an 11-year-old plush in terms of how long I've had it for. So there you go. There's a little bit of history for you. Well, my history. Anyway, I'm going to go put it back now. I just wanted to show it off. So, gosh, I really do suck at talking, don't I?
I'm supposed to be a voice actor, for God's sake. Why do I suck at talking?
What can I do? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to say. I'm just one of those people that waits for, like, other people to say something and then I chime in because I don't feel like I have enough interesting things to talk about off rip, you know? I advertise myself as an introvert, but at the same time I'm also kind of a social creature because if I don't talk to someone during the day, then I will go insane. And I will start talking to myself in all of the different voices I can do because it makes me feel better. I probably didn't need to say all that. Anyway, I actually have a very nice Angry Birds plush collection and have recently bought Matilda, Chrome Howl, the 16-inch Mighty Eagle, and a 4-inch Shark. Jesus Christ. How on earth did you get your hands on the giant Mighty Eagle? I swear he's, like, extremely rare, no? Only like, what? I don't actually know how many of them were distributed to the world back when they were, but from what I remember, it might have been like 500? So, would you call that rare? I guess so. I'm just lucky to have one. Also, I don't think it's 16-inch. It might be 28-inch. I could be wrong. I'd have to compare it to my other 12-inch plushes to really get the idea of it, but yeah. Just find one in bad condition. Oh, that's true. I wouldn't say I got mine in bad condition. I'd actually say it's in very good condition. The only thing that I can really like see on it is just like slight dirt marks, but I don't really care. I mean, it's basically unnoticeable from this distance. You know, I just ever so casually have one of the rarest Angry Birds plushes created, so, you know, definitely not a flex at all. You know, as an avid plush collector, one of my goals is to get one of the sample plushes that never got mass-produced from Maximus Overdrive. The two I have my eye on right now are the Ponytail Pig and the Flower Hat Pig. Those are the two I just found most interesting, so, you know, if I ever get my hands on one of them one day, that would be nice. I read the description. Apparently it says, like, only 11 of the Ponytail Pig exist, and only 8 of the Flower Hat Pig exist in the entire world. So isn't that something, eh? I expect they're all the same as you see in the picture, so, you know, it doesn't matter which one I get. I mean, you know, as long as I get it. It's just a shame that they have to be, well, as expensive as they are, but unfortunately I have to say that I get why they're that expensive, because, well, you know, they're extremely rare items, you know? Like, some of these don't even have 10 of them in existence, so yeah, I get it, unfortunately. It just means I have to find a way to get that much money, which sounds impossible from an outside point of view, but trust me, it isn't. It just feels like that, because I am broke. And also still unemployed. Hence why I'm doing this. I did once go to college, but I quit. To pursue this, I guess. But heck, I'm enjoying myself here more than I did there. I'll tell you that much. I really want the Bubbles backpack clip, but it's $1,500. But someone else got it for $60. I'm gonna be real, $60 for a backpack clip is still extremely expensive, but compared to $1,500, yeah, that is unfortunately a bargain. Speaking of bargains, hold on a sec. Let me go get another Angry Birds plush that I got ridiculously cheap, because I did get the giant Mighty Eagle for only £5. I've said it many times before. However, there have been better deals. Actually, no, I think that's probably the best deal I've ever had in my life. So I wouldn't say better deals, just, you know, lucky deals. 1 second. So here we have my bomb plush, which is the second ever Angry Birds plush I ever got. And if you're wondering where this came from, well, it came from a UK toy store called Smith's Toy Superstores. And, well, yeah, I got it in Bristol. And when I wasn't anticipating to get it, however, basically, right, previously that day, I'd been into Toys R Us looking for Angry Birds plushes, because of course I was. And I found like a tub filled with Super Reds, and I was like, I've got a red one at home. So I passed on that. So then I went into Smith's Toys, and I found Angry Birds Transformers Telepods. I was wanting to get Bumblebee, but then the employee said I couldn't have it because the game wasn't out yet. Which confused me a little bit, because, why can't you just let me have the figure and play with it? That's the whole point, but there it is. I'm old enough to remember when Angry Birds Transformers wasn't even out yet. So, yeah. Could you call me an unk? I don't know. My siblings think so. It's probably just because of my weak knees. But anyway, I ended up finding this bomb plush, and it was the only one there. And they were selling it for 99p simply because he was the only one. So there you have it. What a deal, eh? I felt like the king of the world for buying an Angry Birds plush for 99p. It's the simple things in life that make us happy. Anyway, I'm going to go put him back now. Alright, I think that's enough Angry Birds plush displaying for today. I think I'll stop there as to not, look like I'm an actual, I can't think of the word. I don't want to seem like an overconfident person and just bragging about what I own, because that's not fun. That just makes other people feel bad about themselves. And trust me, I know what that feels like, so I am not going to say anything more. You see, a lot of the time, I see, plush collection videos, and I'm just like, dang, how am I ever going to compare to this? I feel small compared to all these other guys, Does anyone else feel like that? I'm sure it's not just me. I don't know. I've always been like this. I've always just wanted to get the next big thing that would elevate my plush collection. It's rarity. Is that the right terminology? Would it elevate its rarity? I don't know. Either way, I don't know. I've always been on the hunt for rare Angry Birds plushes. The HK85 to HK86 bomb is honestly one of my favorite plushes, but sadly I don't own the man. Oh, so is that the one I have then? Huh. I don't exactly know what HK85 and HK86 mean. Could you elaborate, please? Actually, no, I might have a decent idea. Isn't it like Commonwealth factories? Is that what that refers to? I'm trying my best to remember all the Maximus Overdrive videos I've watched. He's the expert on all this. I just try and take in all the information so I can, store it in the back of my brain in case I need to rant about Angry Birds. Because it really is helpful, I will say. I'm just staring blankly into the camera. I have no idea what I'm doing. At all. I just don't, I'm not saying, I don't have a purpose in life. Of course I do, it's just, sometimes your brain just goes blank. And it's especially awkward when you're just on camera like this. Yeah, the bombs made by the HK85 to HK86 have a slight dead stare, which is fitting to for the character. I never knew that. I honestly never knew that. Don't call me a fake fan, guys. I just don't know a lot about plush production. Alright? Don't kill me. Also, now that I think about it, actually, hold on. Try not to call me a fake fan for this either. I'm just looking at my phone. Let me try and show you guys Angry Birds Racing, because I did install the APK of it on my phone. Here we go. Can you guys see that? Probably. I'm just waiting for it to show on my, well, my own stream. Well, I'm trying my best to put this into words that make sense. As in, you know, the footage that I'm watching right now, because it's delayed. Yeah, you guys can definitely see that. Anyway, I'm not going to play it live on stream because, well, there's no way you guys would be able to see my gameplay, so yeah, it's kind of pointless, but yeah. I wouldn't call it the Angry Birds Go reboot. Even if it was intended to be that, they definitely failed, even though they stole the music from the game. Pretty scummy move, I can't lie. The Angry Birds Go music should stay in Angry Birds Go, and nowhere else. So yeah, just so you know, I would be playing Angry Birds Go. However, my phone just hates it whenever I try and install it, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to play it again unless I've got the guts to try and get it on my laptop somehow. I just have to hope it doesn't come with a free virus. But then again, I don't know who would put a virus with Angry Birds Go, you know? It's such a niche thing. Would anyone really care? I don't know. Yeah, nothing can compete with Angry Birds Go. You are 100% correct about that. It is my favorite Angry Birds game, and honestly, probably my favorite game of all time, just in general, you know? I just don't see any other game, like, competing with it, in my mind. I know it's an incredibly simple game, but hey, I mean, if multiple people's favorite game is Tetris, so, you know, that's considered a simple game, so, you know, you can like what you like, is what I'm saying, you know? And you know what I also just realized? I probably don't have the energy to sit here and talk for a full hour like this. So, in a rare act, I'm going to end the stream now. Only because I would sooner or later run out of conversation topics. However, I will say this, I will be back next week with hopefully a gaming stream, which means I won't need to talk as much, and I'll just get on with the gameplay, because, you know, it's more or less, well, it's more of less talk, more action. Hello, Angry Jaybird. A bit of an inconvenient timing, because I was about to end the stream, but, I mean, I might take it back if you're willing to talk for a bit. That'd be cool. I mean, you know, all the more for interaction with chat. The only reason I was going to end the stream was just because I didn't think I'd be able to last much longer like this. Because I find myself blankly staring into the abyss more than I should. I just don't have enough conversation topics to keep it going, so... Yeah, I normally rely on the chat. I just hope it, doesn't be the end of me. Also, is my camera moving? I swear to God. It just happens, like, unintentionally. Ugh, come on. Stupid camera. This is like the worst case scenario. It never stays put. Right, that'll have to do. That will have to do. I do not have an alternative for it. This is also why I probably need another monitor, because that's where I should put my camera. Super ultimate yippee, indeed, my friend. You know what, fine. I will do one more Angry Birds plush showcase, only because I don't know what else to do. Give me a sec. In fact, I'll take my microphone with me this time, just so you guys can hear everything I'm saying. Hopefully it still links up to my laptop from there. Now, which plush do I grab is the question. I know. Let us bring out the crownless King Pig. And hopefully he will have a crown again soon. I just don't know when. Because if you guys didn't know, he has been missing his crown. He's been missing his crown for about 11 years. So yeah, that's definitely not convenient by any means. However, I just wanted to tell the story of how I got him. So, picture this. It's 2015. I went to this UK exclusive retailer called Home Bargains, which is the best shop ever, by the way. They sell like a pack of 4 ring donuts for £1. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, yep. So basically they were doing a last minute sale of Angry Birds plushes, and I saw Matilda, Terrence, King Pig, Corporal Pig, and Foreman Pig all lined up on the shelves in 8-inch only. It was honestly spectacular to see. And, yeah, in the end, my mum persuaded me to get King Pig, because she didn't like the look of Corporal Pig, because she said he looked disturbing because of his damaged appearance. And she also said I needed a pig, because I had too many birds already. At the time, I already had Red Bomb and Bubbles, so yeah. I guess King Pig was necessary. I've seen a video of yours where he did have a crown. What happened with that? Ah, now you see. That most likely wasn't my King Pig. You see? My friend has a King Pig plush with a crown. So you see, I've used that a couple of times in pictures, and I think one video before where I just did a joke where King Pig dreamt he had his crown back, but then he woke back up and then he didn't have his crown again. So yeah, that was my friend's King Pig plush and not mine, because this is my King Pig plush. As you can see, right here, I think, is where his crown used to be. However, I lost it, well, yeah. I lost it in the same year I got him, and I don't know where it went. I never found it. So that's why I'm gonna make a new one. Well, I say I, but no, it is my mum, every time. King Pig isn't really a king without his crown, according to Toons. You would be correct. Like, without the crown, the pigs just laugh at him. It's quite sad, actually. They just can't recognize him. It's really weird. It just proves how stupid they can be sometimes, but not in my videos. They still know King Pig is King Pig because of his unique eye shape. That is the one thing that sets him apart from minion pigs. And I guess also his, like, snout shape and nostril shape too. If that even, like, counts. It probably does. Anyway, I'm gonna put him back now. I'll definitely make sure to take the microphone with me everywhere I go now, just so you guys can hear me when I'm minding my own business in the corner. Give him the Burger King crown. I've seen a video like once upon a time where like some kid who was making videos gave him a Burger King crown, but no, I can't do that. Mainly because they don't actually serve out Burger King crowns anymore. And that's kind of shocking to me, because, like, I don't know, I'm the last time I went to Burger King, it was like, what? Well, it was a few weeks ago now, but Obviously, I don't really have kids' meals anymore, but as far as I can see, they don't put Burger King crowns in the meals, which is kind of crazy. You know, that's kind of like the whole shtick of Burger King. You wear a crown, but I just haven't seen anyone doing that. Either way, I will say Burger King is actually kind of underrated. I know a lot of people trash on it, but maybe that's just because it's the American version they think of. Because down here in the UK, it actually has quite a bit of quality to it, surprisingly. I mean, you know, quality and fast food don't always mix, but, you know, I'd say Burger King down here is actually pretty good. Might even rate it above McDonald's if I wanted to. But I probably won't, because McDonald's just has a bit more variety to me. Burger King gives food poisoning. Yeah, I don't know about that necessarily, but I know my sister says she once got food poisoning from KFC. I don't know if is that... Gosh, I can't speak. I don't know if that is what happened. However, either way, I kind of still want to go back to KFC because I low-key liked, like, 2 of the menu items. Just 2. Just 2. Everything else just looks kind of rancid to me. It's now Burger Peasant? Yeah. That is correct. Because literally, like, 1 meal at Burger King will cost you, like, 9 quid. Which in America would be about $13. I've studied this, don't worry. American dollars is like 4 digits ahead of British pounds. I hope that makes sense. Kentucky Fried Chuck. Oh dear. Somebody save him. That's fine. He doesn't need saving. He can just run out of there in like 0.1 seconds. He can literally like run so fast he stops time. I mean, come on. Chuck can handle himself. That's not KFC, that's KFR, Kentucky Fried Rat. Oh dear. All the memes of the rats jumping in the KFC deep fryer. I remember when that was a trend. I'm talking about it like it's like 50 years ago, but no, it was like, in reality, it was like 2023, I want to say, 2022, one of the two. Even so, like, it still feels like a really long time ago, because, well, I guess I was just a very different person back then. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone was, but, yeah. It's just kind of interesting to think about. I don't know if I'm doing it. I'm trying to spin my eyes around in a circle. I don't know if it's working. I think I just look rather stupid right now. Yeah, I probably look like an absolute clown. Maybe damn. Maybe let's not try and make a fool of myself on camera. However, I'm technically already doing that because, well, let's be honest. I lost my dignity when I became a plush tuber. I said it as a comment in my face reveal video, and I'm gonna say it again because, you know, let's be completely honest, no sane person wears this outfit. Let's be real here. Well, I say no sane person, but maybe I just mean no person that doesn't have severe autism, like yours truly. But still, though, Burger King is goated. Yes, I low-key kind of agree. Not even gonna cap. In some cases, I do rate it above McDonald's. Mainly just because the food feels bigger. And also, McDonald's can be a little sloppy sometimes. I'ma draw your OC as a clown later spinning his eyes around. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to see that now. Yeah, go ahead. You see, I do not mind what kind of fan art you guys make, you know? Just go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna stop you. I like seeing the stuff that gets made. Like, anyone who gets super miffed about people, like, making art of their, like, bird without their permission, just, like, just let it happen, Let people be creative. I want to see what you guys create. It's really fun to look at. Anyhow, I think now might be a good time to end the stream. Mainly because I got stuff to do, I gotta try testing gameplay videos, I've gotta prepare myself for the Mario Galaxy movie, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna go and do that. However, thank you very much to those who participated in chatting with me and joining the stream, and I hope to see you next time. So in that case... Oh, hold on. I actually included you in my latest couple of posts. Yes, indeed. I very much saw that. Don't you worry. Thank you for including me. Yeah, anyway. It has been nice talking to you guys. Hope to see you next time. And maybe next time, I'll do some gaming. Yeah, I will do my best to make that happen. But yeah, see you guys. Peace out.